Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Crypto Nightmare. I'm here with my co-host Julie, and we're talking about New York Comic Con. So the first day of New York Comic Con is tomorrow, which is October 5th. It's Thursday, and I will be going for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Julie, you're only going for Friday.
Yeah, shit happens.
One thing I want to say is that it's kind of expensive now, a lot more expensive than it used to be to go for more than one day. I think last year was the last year that they did weekend passes, where you were able to get a 3-day pass for, I think it was $80, or a 4-day pass for $100. Now, if you want to go for all 4 days, you have to buy all 4 tickets separately, and they're like $50 a piece. So for now, going the whole weekend costs you like twice as much money. So that's a bit of a disappointment of it. But another thing is that I'm a little hard for money these days because I'm underemployed. That snickering is Julie.
I'm a little out of it, so yay.
So yeah, I'm not as able to spend money this year as I was the last years. So I really got to keep my wallet as shut as I can, unfortunately.
We are at least getting one souvenir together.
Definitely going to be getting some autographs, going to see things, going to do the panels and everything. We got a lot of stuff we're planning on doing. Have you've looked at some of the stuff? Is there anything that you're particularly looking forward to for Friday?
Chris Sabat.
Chris Sabat, yeah. So Chris Sabat is a known voice actor. Everybody knows he plays Vegeta and Piccolo, and you were telling me some of the other roles he has played. He's played so many characters.
Some I remember are Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist, and I have just gotten into the show. He is All Might from My Hero Academia. I would call out to my boyfriend to have him tell us some more, because I think he knows, but that's the only two I can remember right now.
But yeah, he's a big name in voice acting, especially when it comes to anything done by Funimation.
Oh, yeah. He's Yamcha, too.
Yeah, he's Yamcha, he's Mr. Popo, he's Korin, he's Shenron.
Either way, he's fucked Bulma.
He's done a ton of voices in Dragon Ball Z. He's like half the cast.
We're really bummed there's one person we cannot meet, and it sucks.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Mark Hamill.
God.
Me and my brothers were huge fans, and I know my brother. He's still big into Batman. Mark Hamill is the Joker. Now, of course, a lot of people also remember him as Luke Skywalker, but
Dibs on the list.
I've discussed this with my brother, and we pretty much agree that, yeah, he was Luke Skywalker, but he played Luke Skywalker 3 times until The Force Awakens, which he didn't even have a speaking part in that. He just showed up at the end.
He's Mark Hamill.
But it's really his long run as the Joker, I think, that is what gave him his claim to fame, because...
And then
if you ask anybody, most people are probably not going to be able to name a lot of stuff that he's done. You ask a lot of people, what do you know Mark Hamill from? A lot of people are going to say, oh, he played Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. Now, obviously, we've watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, a lot of other shows, so we know some voice acting that he's done. And I think that, people among our generation, a lot of the times it's going to come down to, oh, he's the guy that voiced the Joker.
He is also the Trickster from the Flash cartoon, and wasn't he the Trickster in the...
Well, not the Flash cartoon, but the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah, the Justice League. Wasn't he the Trickster in Arrow, too, or...
The Flash, the live-action TV series, yeah.
He was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as Cockknocker. He was Fire Lord Ozai. And I believe he is Solomon Grundy. Superman or Justice League. The
Justice League cartoon. But I don't think he did it regularly, because there's times that Bruce Timm was credited as doing the voice.
He also made a movie that we watched. Comic book the movie.
Oh yeah.
I've had Jim Cummings apologize to me for owning that movie, but I'm a huge voice actor fan, so I fell in love with it. If you like voice actors, if you want to see them out from behind their little boots, Comic Book the Movie, written and starring Mark Hamill. It's got Billy West, it's got Jess Harnell, it's got everyone, and it's pretty entertaining.
But yeah, getting back onto why it's something we're disappointed about is Mark Hamill's autograph is $295. Now let's put this into perspective. Stan Lee, the godfather of comic books, he was there last year. It was his last year doing New York Comic Con, and his autograph was $130. So you're looking at Mark Hamill charging more than double what Stan Lee was charging. Which, yeah, I know Mark Hamill, he's a big name, he's a known actor, a lot of people know him, but Stan Lee is the creator of Marvel Comics. He's the last living legend among the comics industry, and he's going to charge more than double what he wanted for his autograph.
But it might also not even be Mark Hamill that's charging it. It might be his people.
Mark Hamill probably has to have some amount of say in how much his autograph is going to charge. I can't imagine that he's not allowed to say, no, I think that's too much.
But it could very well be one.
But I do think that probably most of it is done by either his publicist or agent. This is just speculation. We can't say for sure. We're just kind of speculating about that.
Yeah, we're not in the know. We're a fledgling little channel. We couldn't even get a press pass.
Yeah, we tried.
Well, I probably shouldn't have sent them as my submission, a video of me screaming, cursing, and playing a game. Should have waited for the Uncle Yo interview.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. We got to do it for our local con too.
Yeah. But that aside, we're still pretty excited for going to New York Comic Con. There's a lot of panels and guests that we're really looking forward to see. Right off the top of my head, definitely I want to meet Tara Strong.
Yes.
She's an exceptionally good voice actor.
She's so cool.
She seems like a nice person too. So I'm looking forward to. I don't think I've shared it on any of our social medias yet tied to the Crypto Nightmare network, but when Batman Arkham City came out, my local GameStop was doing all kinds of giveaways and stuff, and they gave me one of the posters in the window. So I got that autographed several years ago by Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and knowing that Tara Strong is the new voice of Harley Quinn, having taken over for Arlene Sorkin, I believe was her name.
Yes.
When I saw that she was coming, I'm definitely going to be putting that into a poster tube and getting her to sign that too. That's one of the things that, going back to being disappointed about Mark Hamill's autograph prices, that it would have been so good to have him add his autograph to that too.
Maybe someday.
Because they're like the main trio of that game.
Speaking of which, for Tara Strong being Harley Quinn, I've ruined Harley Quinn for my boyfriend.
Huh?
We were playing Injustice when it came out all those years ago.
Yep.
And I just remember just cocking my head to the side as I was playing as Harley Quinn. I'm like, I can hear Timmy Turner in that voice.
Another Tara Strong voice.
She also did one episode of The Legend of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I think she did, yeah.
Yeah, she was in the Ember Island Players.
Oh.
She was the fake Azula.
Oh.
But
yeah.
But there are some more people. The Animaniacs are reuniting.
I heard about that.
I have met Jess Harnell, who is a sweetheart and hilarious. I've met Rob Paulson, who really, really nice, really, really kind. Trust me, we were supposed to have an Animaniacs reunion at our local convention this year, but Tress MacNeille, I believe, broke her collarbone or her shoulder.
Oh. Wow.
Just like early, March or April, and then Rob Paulson, I believe, got sick, like a throat infection, I think.
Wow. I think I heard about
but
that.
Then,
he needed to have surgery.
But someone that we had already met, George Newbern, was it?
Yeah, the voice of Superman from the Justice League cartoon.
We had met him 2 years ago at Comic-Con. And he was legit just so nice to us.
He was really nice.
He looked at me, he's like, so, what are you? I'm Sheena from Tales of Symphonia, and this is Corin. Looks at Jeff, who are you? I'm Neji from Naruto.
He's like, oh, I think I recognize that. I think I watched that with my daughter.
I think he said he wanted to watch it.
Yeah, I thought he had said he had watched it, some of it with his daughter, but he was really nice. Him and Steve Bloom both.
And Phil Lamar.
Yeah, Phil Lamar, he's really cool.
I made an ass of myself.
We met him a couple of times. We actually got his autograph the first time. The second time,
his autograph. Moxie.
I thought you got his autograph.
No, Moxie eats all my autographs.
But the second time we met him, it was at New York Comic Con the same year.
And we just
we just popped over to his table because there was no line at that given time, and we just went over there to chat with him. And he's like, "Oh right," because we had mentioned one of the panels that he was doing at the convention we go to locally. He's like, "Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun." So we stood there, we talked to him for a little bit, and he's a really cool guy.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Also, I remember that panel that you're mentioning.
Yeah,
you had a fanboy moment for me.
Hmm?
You had a bit of a fanboy moment over me.
Why?
Because the voice of Goofy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not. one of my things is voices. I can usually pick out an actor pretty easily. So I went to go see Goofy, and he saw my costume. That year I was Successor Sheena, which, big rule for summer conventions, do not wear heavy costumes. I threw up in my parking lot from being overheated. And when you're dealing with a 75-pound mutt, it's even worse. But anyways, so we got to chat. He's like, "Oh yeah, I was in that game." And we go and look up IMDb, and he was in it. So
Yep, and then the table to the left of him was another voice actor from the game.
Yep, Kari Walgreen.
Yep.
She played Rain. But so Jeff went to this panel. I wasn't going to go. I didn't think I'd make it because I went to a signing. I made it last second. I have a hat with cat ears on, so I don't think Jeff saw me.
I didn't see you.
So but I saw you. You were like right behind me.
I didn't see you at all.
Until I turned around, but I get a text, and I'm here. He's like, "Yes, a young lady actually reminded me I was in the game," and I get a text of, "Dude, he's mentioning you. Dude, I'm right in front of you." So that's pretty interesting. And I've been complimented by not Ricky Simmons, Richard Horvitz.
And your dog was complimented by Damian Clark.
Yes, Damian Clark plays a couple of the biggest assholes. He plays Cell. He plays Handsome Jack. Real life, sweetest guy in the world. Moxie is named after the character Moxie from Borderlands. We spell it differently, but so my boyfriend really likes Borderlands, likes Damian Clark, likes Handsome Jack, because he also loves Cell. So I just go up to him, just kind of fangirling, going, "Is there any way you could call my boyfriend? He's a huge fan and couldn't make it." He goes, "Can you donate $20 to my charity?" And it's $20. Give him my phone. "Hey Dennis, what's up, you son of a taint?" And while he's chatting with Dennis, just like shooting the shit with him, he's signing 2 autographs, which Moxie got to. But still, he signed those autographs.
Keeps them out of reach. You gotta keep the autographs out of reach.
That was at the old apartment, though. There wasn't really a lot of room.
True.
But it's like he's just saying that he's like teasing me first, like, "Yeah, laundry's gotta get done. Someone's gotta watch that massive dog of yours." Just a total sweetheart, and didn't charge me for the autographs. And one autograph he was charging $20. So it's like, and so I actually have in my apartment. He signed I get a picture made every year. It's the same woman that does our channel art. And so I had Dennis and I drawn as Gage and Axton from Borderlands with Moxie dressed as Moxie. And he signed "Handsome Jack Loves Ya, Damian Clark." But we have some high hopes. Another panel a panel and a signing we want to go to is Ruby. We love Ruby. In fact,
I'm looking forward to season 5.
Oh, me too. Well, I'm not too wowed with season 4. It didn't.
Well, the season 4 kind of downplayed my favorite character a lot.
Yang?
Yeah, but that was because of how they chose to end season 3.
Yeah.
The way that the way season 4 had ended, and she had gotten her, spoilers, robot arm. I have high hopes to see her back in the action again, because towards the end of season 4, with all the talking she had done with her dad, she seemed like she was rightful to be moping. She lost her arm, for God's sake. But getting to see her back into that chipper spirit where she's like ready to fight again, and she's like, "I'm coming, wait for me." And it's like, yes, she's going to be back in action again. I can't wait to see her back on the field fighting, doing the fighting and everything.
It feels like with that season, it was like a filler season.
It did kind of feel like that.
That stuff could have been done like maybe 3-4 episodes.
I did like the finally getting to see Rin and Nora's backstory.
Yeah,
how they met and everything. That was really cool.
Yeah, that was different. I liked the explanation that Crow gave everyone about the world.
Yeah, that was good too.
But like, it could have been done maybe 4 or 5 episodes, give everyone their own episode, and then like, boom, season 5 stuff. But
true.
I don't know. It just didn't.
It felt like that season did have a lot of character development, though.
I don't know. I didn't feel it was for me.
But anyways, we got a lot of stuff we're looking forward to with New York Comic Con, despite our few, I guess you could say, grievances about it with Mark Hamill's price, the fact that it's more expensive to go for the full weekend and all that.
Yeah.
We're still looking forward to a lot of stuff with it.
They have relaxed a little on, like, food policy.
Food policy?
You can bring in snacks, I guess, and water bottles and all that good shit.
I think you always could. Anyways, keep watch on our channel. Make sure you subscribe and have the notifications for the channel turned on, because after Comic-Con has finished, we are going to be uploading any videos that we take related to it
Also,
I'm hoping we'll be able to get at least some footage. I don't know if we're going to be able to do interviews this time like we did at Kineticon. Because this one is a lot bigger and a lot busier, so it might be harder to get people to agree to it.
To get a picture.
Yeah. So thanks for checking us out, guys. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel, share our videos, and make sure to check out all the other videos we got. Like I said, we've got some videos from Kineticon that just passed this year. And like I said, we're going to be trying to get some stuff up for New York Comic Con this year.
Also, massive thanks to Uncle Yo and NerdFit. Yes,
big thanks to them for agreeing to be interviewed for our channel. Definitely check them out too. I'm going to put some links in the description to their channels. And they're really good.
And also don't forget, while you're checking us out on YouTube, to check us out on Facebook. We have our own page. And we follow us on Twitter at CryptoNightmare. So we'll see you guys after Comic-Con. And bye.
Bye.